to solve the question about where do those air filters come from, this twin air filter setup here comes from a 300 TDI engine, specifically under the Wolf with a snorkel. So this filter is called the safety filter and goes inside the primary filter, and that's designed so that in really intensely dusty conditions such as Iraq and Afghanistan, this stays in place while you change that filter so that no dust gets inside the engine. And they fit inside this box here, which originally took filters made by Donaldson, but actually they're really expensive. When you look on the net, they're about 50 quid upwards, maybe £75 for one of these. Well, these are actually prevalent in a lot of agricultural machinery, tractors, earth moving equipment. So these are actually really easy to find. There's a place called Inline Filters based down in Liskeard, and this cost me £15, and the other one I think was about £9. You don't need to replace this every time. It says replace this every 3 times you change the big filter, and you don't really need it in the UK because we're not a heavily dusty environment. I'm going to replace it anyway just for completeness. But if we go across to this Wolf here, so this is a 300 TDI Wolf as well, but you'll notice that the airbox is more standard looking, and that's why, oh, where have I put it? I've lost the air filter, hang on a sec, found it. And that's why it has a standard filter like this with the grub screw that goes on the end, which you'll find on the end of the standard airbox just there. So you've got to know your vehicles before you perform a service, because you've got to get the right parts. Hope that was interesting. Let's change out these filters now I've got them here. So pretty simple. Get this out. This is the outer filter. It's just a rubber push-in fit, get rid of that. And here's the original safety filter, so I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to put in the new ones. So first of all, the safety filter. I can find where it goes. Like that. And then the primary filter over the top. Squeeze that into place. Nice and firm. That's a little drain hole there. Squeeze that down into place. Bit tricky, fiddly around here. There's a couple of lugs that need to line up as well. Like this. Hang on a second. One, two, and three. There we go. All done.